Happy Monday. Happy Monday. On my way to the tower as we spec. That's right. In the Nerdmobile. Working on Memorial Day. There's no rest for the nerdy, as they say. Welcome, everybody, to the Monday stream. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. We're going to recap and cover all of the announcements from Star Wars Celebration. A lot of stuff that I'm very excited about. Genuinely think that the Sunday announcements and basically like Dave Filoni's projects, for me personally, kind of save the con and get me really, really excited about a lot of fun stuff that's coming up for Star Wars. But we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about all the other things. We'll talk a little bit of Kenobi. We're talking a lot of Star Wars today. And I think it's going to... I think it's going to be good time. Good time, happy times for everybody. Happy time, good times. Here we go. Wait, what? What do you mean the microphones? Cut it. Yes. Coming at you from Nerd Vengers Tower on a Monday morning. Happy Memorial Day to all ye Americans. We remember those that served, sacrificed much so that we could talk about nerdy stuff all the time. So, thank you to all that have served and that will serve. And I hope you guys are having some good vibes this morning, you know? I hope you guys are maybe doing some fun plans. What do you guys got going on? What's on the agenda for all ye nerds? You guys making some hot dogs? Are you making some burgers? Are you making some noise? Yeah. Well, you let me know. Mike, that's a great idea, brother. That's a great idea. Let's do that after my spiel, and then we'll do that. Just came back from the gym, working. I was like, hey, be nicer to Star Wars. Oh, wait, what? What are you talking about? You want me to be nicer to... Should we... Star Wars? We're gonna be nice about Star Wars? Okay, so look, here's the deal. Let's just kind of get right into it. Let's talk about Celebration, okay? Let's begin. And yeah, we did a recap on Saturday. I was really trying on Saturday. I don't know how obvious it was, but I was really trying to be as positive as I could be about Star Wars Celebration and about Star Wars just in general. And I don't think it's any secret that I personally have been very critical of Lucasfilm and Star Wars recently. And that I think there's a lot of stuff that they do that kind of irritates me, as a fan, okay? But I will say, in all seriousness, after getting the announcements yesterday, just kind of sitting back and thinking about all of it and just being like, okay, well, how do I feel like as a fan? Like, is there a lot of stuff to be pumped for? Is there a lot of stuff to be hyped up about? I think there is. You know what I mean? And I genuinely think that Star Wars is not... It's not in this sinking ship. It's not like it's over, you know what I mean? We're not going to like call it, like where's the heartbeat sort of thing with Star Wars. I actually think that this celebration, by and large, was a success, okay? But that's just my take. I'll sort of get into why in a little bit here. But you know what I'd like to know? I'd like to know how you guys feel about it. Do you agree? Do you think that this was a success or no? And yeah, just let me know, generally speaking. And give me 1 second here. Like, we're gonna have to get this figured out because it is hotter than... Let me know if you've ever heard this expression. It is hotter than a witch's tit in a cast iron bra in this office where we record and stuff, and I can't handle it. It's ridiculous. And I'm already sweating, and I hate it. And so we're going to have to figure that out. And apologies if you can hear the air conditioning going on in here, but it's a must. Otherwise, I won't be able to do the show. So, my bad. But we'll just keep it moving, okay? So, let's look in the chat, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, I see a lot of takes. Some people upset that they didn't show things live. Nice announcements, but I don't view it as a success, especially with the panels being behind the scenes. Yeah. Naked stream? Oh, I'm already naked. From the waist down. Just butt-ass naked. You know what I mean? In fact, my butt cheeks are kind of, I think, fused to this leather in this gaming chair. I don't know if I'll ever make it off of this chair. In fact, we should probably just call it. I'm now chair guy. Jabba Josh, 100%. Yeah. Stand up? I can't. My cheeks. They're fused to the leather. I can't stand up. Crypto14, welcome to the Nerd Ventures. You are a Nerd Venture now. Okay, you know what? I see so many different takes here. We got to go to Poll Town. I got to know about this. I got to know where you guys are at. Master Cheeks. Oh my God. Mr. Mustafar. Yeah. Yo, can we do something else here too? Put a 1 into the chat if you think Theory and I are gonna fight about 2 stomachs tonight. Because yeah, we're doing a Nerd Theory tonight. Put a 1 into the chat if you think that Theory and myself are gonna fight about 2 stomachs. Because I saw his Instagram video and I threw my phone. I threw it. I was like, this motherfucker right here. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Anyway, we'll handle that. We'll get to that later, okay? How would you judge Star Wars Celebration 2022? Okay, so let's just say we'll do great, good, meh, and bad. Okay, I want to get a vibe check. Vibe check. Do a vibe check. I want to know where you guys are at. Yeah, go ahead. Let your voices be heard. I'll talk a little bit about just my sort of take as this is happening, okay? I will tell you that I think that from the outside looking in, it looked as though the event was really a lot of fun for people that were there. And I think that a lot of folks that were there likely made some incredible memories. And it wasn't, I think, lacking for people that were there, despite a lack of movie announcements, which I'm sure irked a lot of people, even people that were there. It just seems like there's sort of a plethora of incredible stuff for the folks that were there. First of all, you know, a lot of the teasers, the trailers, those kind of things that have still not been released online, which I find fascinating, you know, and we'll get into all of that. But, you know, little moments like Hayden being on the stage, you know, saying this is where the fun begins and everybody goes crazy, you know, Ewan and Hayden walking around the floor. Like that seems like nuts, you know, a lot of fun. Ashley Eckstein saying, hello there, Sky Guy, meeting Hayden for the first time. I mean, if you're like a fan and you're not so jaded that you have nothing left for Star Wars, which I'm very fucking close, I'll be honest with you, I'm very close. But I have a small amount of a heart still left, right? And these moments, they even got to me. I was like, damn, that's really cool. Seeing Ewan with the young Leia actress, Tamara Morrison, who is, I think, probably the best hype man that there ever were. You know what I mean? Like, just coming out there and charging the crowd up and going crazy, et cetera, et cetera. It seems incredible, dude. There just seems to be, from what I saw online, a lot of, if really Celebration is there to celebrate Star Wars, right? And it's an event that folks go to celebrate their love of Star Wars, to have a positive experience, make some memories, meet other Star Wars fans. And I think on that level, it absolutely was successful. And I bet a lot of people that went to the convention feel like they got their money's worth. Okay, so from that perspective, I do think that the convention was a success. But on the other hand, and this is very important for us to like acknowledge and to, get into, that's probably less than 100,000 people, I would guess. I don't know the numbers. Does anybody have the numbers? I don't even know if they're released, but I would guess that's probably less than 100,000 people. And Star Wars, of course, is a massive brand. A massive brand. And I think that from the perspective of folks that did not attend, which is the majority, I would say those people are probably feeling anywhere from let down to excluded to frustrated to angry about what went on and what didn't go on from the perspective, from folks that are at home, right? I think that's probably pretty fair. I think that's probably the most fair way that I could say it, right? And let's see how this poll is doing right here. So this is kind of interesting. So the majority of folks think it was a good celebration, not great, and not meh. And then it is pretty split down the middle, pretty split between folks that thought it was great and folks that thought it was meh. Okay? Interesting. I think that's pretty interesting. And I think that just for where Star Wars is at as a brand right now, I would consider this and walk away from this thinking this was a success. Okay? Now, that is partially because I really do feel like Star Wars is like very much behind the times, and they're just not on top of their shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I bet we could do a couple of things here. Let's shift the poll. Let's do a new poll. We're going to Poll Town. Yeah. I like the energy in here today. I like the vibes in the tower. Good shit. As always, we're able to talk about this shit. Okay. Do you think it was bad for them to not stream the big panels? Yes or no? You let me know on that account. How do you feel about that? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I think most of us are probably in the camp that, yes, it was a mistake to not stream these panels. So somebody's saying that it's probably about 65,000 or something, according to some numbers out there. That probably makes sense. I mean, that feels about right for what the convention was. I'd say 60, 70, maybe 80 on the high end, like on a Saturday or something. But yeah. So, oh man, yeah. How do we dissect this decision? Okay, because here's what I'm saying. Like, I understand wanting to do things for the folks that were there. I absolutely get it. In fact, it's not as though Marvel doesn't do this as well, right? So Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con for a long, long time it was like this uber secretive, privileged, incredible thing that you get some teases of some of the live action stuff that's coming out from Marvel, and you don't get that anywhere else. Do you guys remember, and we're going to get to a point here, but do you remember, put a 1 into the chat, if you remember when the Infinity War trailer, the first time we ever saw any footage for Infinity War, was released at Hall H, and do you remember that trailer leaked nowhere? 0 places could you find that trailer. 0. None. Okay? So that was very interesting because they had everybody, put their phones into the little blue bags and all that. They had security there, et cetera, et cetera. And the Infinity War trailer was seen by a bunch of folks at San Diego Comic-Con and not released for like months, bro. Like, it was months before that shit happened. Okay? So, kind of interesting, right? Marvel has used this strategy before. I think one of the problems here is that Star Wars doesn't necessarily have that as a tradition. And in the past, they would stream these big panels out to the world, out to the Star Wars fans. Okay? And so there's a lack of precedence there. And also, the next side of this that's annoying is that their security is just as good at their handling of film production. It's not good. Put a 1 into the chat if you saw one of the trailers that was exclusive to Celebration. Put a 1 into the chat if you saw one of those trailers in a leaked, shitty, side camera bullshit angle. Yeah. So, I guess what I would say, you know, if I was trying to be charitable and just try to be, give constructive criticism, constructive criticism to Lucasfilm, I would say, I don't necessarily mind you guys keeping the trailers and whatnot a secret, especially if you're going to eventually release them. Maybe they're not quite perfect, right? One of the things that was with the Infinity War trailer was like the visual effects were not up to par. But Feige was like, this room will go nuts for this shit. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to get scrutinized online because it's not going to be available. So we're going to have this just for these folks. And then the sort of the mythos of that trailer and the way it was described and all that shit, like that was all over the internet. People talk about descriptions and whatnot, blah, 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 right? So I would say to Lucasfilm, if you're going to do this and keep it secret, I would just do a better job with your security. Because what essentially happened, and I think at least partially Lucasfilm's fault, what essentially has happened is that a lot of folks' first entry or the way they are seeing this content now for the first time is from a shitty cell phone side camera where they're trying to hide from security, right? And that's not great. You know what I mean? Like, just frankly, that's not great. And I would also say that where Lucasfilm is currently at, which, like, I don't even know if, like, I go back and forth between, like, oh, they know that shit's not great for them right now, or they are fucking clueless. I go back and forth. I really don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest, I have no idea how self-aware they are of where their brand is currently at. You know what I mean? I just think that, in my opinion, where the Star Wars brand is at, why wouldn't you just stream this shit? Why wouldn't you cast as wide of a net as possible to as many of your fans as possible to get them all super hyped up and excited about this stuff? I think that any sort of opening for Star Wars fans to become frustrated yet again with Lucasfilm is a very stupid idea. And again, I don't know if they even realize that, okay? So that's kind of my take on the lack of streaming and the fact that they haven't even released any of this stuff publicly, okay? So definitely not batting 1,000. It's the same old Lucasfilm. They're continuing to do the Lucasfilm things, and it's frustrating. Now, when we talk about the movies, again, and we're going to get into the positive stuff because, as I said at the top, there's a lot of stuff I'm really excited about. I think that Dave Filoni, in a lot of ways, is like his back must be busted, swollen, sore, because he is literally carrying this entire franchise on his back as far as I am concerned. Okay? But we have to talk about the movies. We have to talk about the movies. So let's just do another poll. Okay, let's just do another poll. Here we go. Were you surprised by the lack of movie updates, I guess we should say? Because I just want to know, were you surprised by this? Because some of you will say, oh, it doesn't really matter. You know, and I this is part of the reason why it's so frustrating for me to even talk about Star Wars, because for, I think, at least 50% of Star Wars fans, objectivity is gone. it no longer exists. You've either been so triggered by Fandom Menace videos that you'll defend everything Star Wars does blindly because you're so frustrated with that discourse, or you're a part of that discourse and you're so goobly glob brainwashed that you are going to complain about every single thing. That's at least half of you guys out there. Probably literally half of you watching right now you're in one of those camps. And it makes it really hard and frustrating to even talk about Star Wars because, you know, it's just... And I get it, but I'm not asking you if you're okay with the lack of movie announcements. I'm asking you if you're surprised. Was there an expectation set in your mind that there would be film announcements made or updates given at Star Wars Celebration? That's what I'm asking. Okay? So that's what I'd like to know. Yeah. So it looks like 50% of you say no. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the deal. I am in the resounding yes camp. Okay? Now, to be fair, is part of that on me? Sure. 100%. But I also can't believe, still can't believe it. Despite a lot of fun things, a lot of things I'm really excited about. I still can't believe there were no official film updates given. You know? And we talked about it on Saturday a little bit. Kathleen's comments about the Taika Waititi movie, if you actually look at what she said, it does literally nothing for me. Nothing. Like, I have no idea if they actually even have that movie well planned out. I have no idea if that movie will come out next year. I have no idea what that movie's even about. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have literally no idea. Okay? As far as some comments she made about the sequel era, there were comments made about Star Wars doing more content within the sequel era timeline and with some of these sequel trilogy characters, okay? But even that, if you really look at what she said, it is so non-committal, whimsical. It's not good. There is literally no confidence behind what she's saying, in my opinion. And to me, it is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing that a franchise would make a bunch of movies, make, around $5 billion, decide that they need to take a break. Okay? So I think it's pretty important to say that they decided to take the break before the pandy. Okay? And they've had years to figure this out, to figure out what they want to do with their movies. And, I'm severely let down. I don't know what else to say. I'm severely let down by the lack of movie announcements. I think the fact that they showed Willow, which I guess it's a series, not a movie, right? And an Indiana Jones 5 thing at the live action panel at Star Wars Celebration. I mean, I don't know what to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, I just legit don't know what to do with that. And it's very disappointing, in my opinion. Very disappointing. Okay? So, let's move on. And let's talk about the positive stuff, the exciting stuff, the stuff I love, the stuff I'm actually pretty hyped up for. And again, my overall take here is that I do think Star Wars had a successful celebration on the back of Dave Filoni, basically, is my take. So let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Let's see what's going on. And we're just going to go through the Reddit and go over all of the different things. We'll talk about it. There's a ton of exciting stuff, man. There's a ton of hyped up stuff out there for Star Wars, okay? So, first thing, we got to talk about this. There is a Bad Batch trailer, which we're going to react to. We're gonna watch together. We'll talk about it. Number 3 on trending. Holy shit. We'll talk about this. But there was also a special version of this trailer, which was only seen for the folks at Celebration. Again, what a cool idea. You know, release the trailer out there online, get people excited about it, and then if you want to do a little something extra for the folks that were there, I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about it. So, let's take a peek. Let's take a watch at this. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this trailer goes way harder than I expected. Unbelievable. All right, here we go.
You can buy your freedom. You can have a future. Isn't that what you're after?
We're already free.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there.
Yo.
It is time for a new era.
Damn.
There are others out there who need our help. We'll take all the allies we
Dude,
can
the music
get.
is cut so well in this shit. Gunji, fucking Gunji. We're gonna keep going through it.
Let's get to work.
My God. And then this little like track going, a little Shang-Chi kind of feeling vibe. Like, holy shit. Okay.
You can have a future.
So let's go through this. Obviously, you got Omega. By the way, I love the like sort of new painting on the armor, and the pauldrons just seem to pop on my boy over there. You know, she's got her little helmet thing on. She's ready for action. Omega.
Isn't that what you're after?
We're already free.
Clearly.
Dude, so hyped. Like the building of this time period in like the Empire and this transition, so cool, man. Seeing these clone troopers like this, absolutely love it.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there.
And then we get mother flipping Palps himself. And what is this behind him? It looks like what? Images of Camino? Images of Camino. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I really don't, but I'm hyped, dude. And I want to know, like, what is he doing here? Like, what's he discussing? What's he talking about? And what he's using probably propaganda, right? I mean, that's the whole deal, right?
It is time for a new era.
Love it, dude. Fighting big crabs. I mean, you know, who doesn't love fighting big crabs?
There are others out there who need our help. We'll take all the allies we can get.
Yeah. Dude, friggin' Junji. Okay, let me... Friggin' Junji? Bro. Let's go. Like, the Wookiee Jedi. You know? Like, there's little things like this, man. There's little things like this that are so hyped up, bro. Like, Babu Frick in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. And Junji, the Wookiee Jedi. Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit's hype.
Let's go.
I don't know what that is. Some kind of racing. Dude, battle droids. This guy again. Dude, Wookiees? Are they on Kashyyyk? What's happening?
Work.
Yeah, it's going to be hype, dude. So I like it a lot. And then also they have a different version of the trailer. I'm not going to like pull it up. We can't see the whole thing anyways. But it shows more of the destruction of Camino. There's a couple other interesting things going on there. But this is supposed to be releasing this fall. So Look, man, I thought Bad Batch season 1 was kind of uneven. Like, there's some really high moments, and then there's like a lot of lulls, and like it wasn't like the perfect season or whatever. But the promise of the series and some of the things that they teased out, like Tantus and things like that, I mean, I'm about it, dude. So I love the Bad Batch as a group of characters. I love Dave Filoni's stuff, and this trailer went hard, dude. Like, I feel like this trailer went hard. And so I was genuinely surprised. I was surprised at how much I liked the trailer. I was surprised at how much I'm looking forward to this in the fall. And in a world where you don't get any movie news, you know, Mando's pushed into next year, February, right? Season 3. And we're going to talk about that because it looks fire. Ahsoka next year, you know, a lot of stuff's getting into next year. You've got 4 episodes of Kenobi left. So 4 weeks more of Kenobi. Then you've got Andor for a while. And then, as far as I knew, like, that was going to be it for Star Wars. And I was like, oh, man, like, I like the holiday, you know, like, end of year kind of stuff. This fall, Bad Batch Season 2, I'm in. And I'm very excited about it. Here's a look at their new armor, their new looks. Super cool, man. I'm pretty hyped up about it. I like this poster a lot, too. It's kind of a fun little poster for the Bad Batch. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. This one is also really, really fun. There's not a ton of stuff necessarily to talk about with regards to this, but we have it now confirmed. Visions is coming. There's going to do a season 2 of Visions, and it will be streaming in 2023. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm very excited because I loved Visions. There was some weird episodes, right? Like, Visions as well was kind of like uneven, right? Like, you go from, I think, one of the most incredible pieces of Star Wars content I've ever seen into Tatooine Rhapsody. So it's kind of uneven, right? It's kind of uneven. But I love anime. I love Star Wars. And there were incredible stories given to us in Visions Volume 1. So I'm very much excited for that. This is like a little bit of an announcement here that is sort of tied to the Visions thing. And this also has me quite excited. Lucasfilm exec James Waugh says there will be more Star Wars anime. Star Wars and anime has a very, very bright future. Now what the hell? That is good news. That's pretty hyped up. And again, in a world where I think a lot of this Star Wars stuff, it just kind of hits us in like an uneven kind of divided way. To be able to have some of this other flavor coming in, maybe this will be Legends, maybe it won't be Legends. Regardless, I think it's kind of hyped. You know what I mean? Like, I'm genuinely like more excited about that than a lot of other things that are going on right now in Star Wars. Okay. So this one was kind of interesting. A little tidbit here that somebody picked up on. Johnny Fabs says he's working on Mando Season 4. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but there were actually rumors that they could stop Mando after Season 3. There were rumors that the show will end after Season 3. I personally think it'll probably end after Season 4, but they're definitely taking a long time to set up Season 3, and Season 3 seems like it's going to be incredible. And then I believe Season 4 is going to sort of wrap up a lot of that story and perhaps set us up for other things with some of those characters moving forward. But that was actually kind of good news, you know, to hear that he's talking about Season 4. Okay? Now, oh, God. Okay, let's talk about this. So, here's Kathleen Kennedy's comments about the Lando series. Yeah. Turns out Donald Glover's busy schedule is currently holding up this project from making any major progress. You need to ask Donald, she says. He's the one that holds all the cards here. But there's no movement. I will say that honestly. But it's not for lack of trying. It's just that he's been a very busy guy. He's got another series. And I think one other thing, and then he'll come our way. So patiently waiting. Man, I just... like, obviously, like, I'm jaded. Okay? I don't like Kathy. I don't think she's doing a good job. I mean, what do you guys think of this, man? You think this is reasonable? You think this is like Here's the thing, man. Even if this is true, even if this is 100% real, you don't say this. How are you going to put all the blame and impetus on another one of your actors? Holy shit, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, I just don't like her go-to seems to be, it's somebody else's fault. You know what I mean? And that's a little irritating to me. I'm like, do you think that if there is some kind of tension between Donald Glover and Lucasfilm, that a statement like this getting out there, do you think that helps the tension at all? Do you think that helps bring people together at all? Okay, moving on. Anyway. Tales of the frickin' Jedi. Again, Dave Filoni's like, shh, hold my beer. I think Tales of the Jedi, which we knew a little bit about, right? I mean, we had the logo. People were like, what is this? I think they even said it's an anthology series by Dave Filoni. Well, now we've got more info. on it. And it seems like it's going to be fan-freaking-tastic, dude. Dave just coming up with a ton of different fun stories with pre-established characters. Ahsoka's, mom, her sort of upbringing. Young Dooku, bro. You had me at young Dooku, if I'm being honest. Like, holy shit. Looks incredible, man. A young Qui-Gon Jinn? I mean, this is fantastic, dude. Is this a young Mace Windu? I don't know, but it looks awesome. A lot of hype, dude. Just a lot of hype for that series. And again, it's just like one of those Dave Filoni animation things that I just think it's so crazy that his stuff has really been kind of holding us up and holding us over for a long time. Let's see here. Let's keep going. Tales of the Jedi. More stuff over here. More Ahsoka stuff. Pretty cool. Fun stuff. So I'm liking it. Okay. So, next up, we'll talk about the Ahsoka Show, which, again, had a little teaser spot. I'm sure many of you guys watched it online, leaked off of a cell phone like I did. And it looks cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think the tone of Ahsoka, it's really got, like, Dave's fingerprints all over it. It seems to really have a lot of those Eastern vibes. Like, his episode in Mando Season 2, the Ahsoka episode, had such a unique vibe and a feel to it. And it really feels like Kung Fu, like, kind of Kung Fu mystical things going on, like really, really Eastern themes, a lot of that. And I thought it was great. You see Hera Syndulla from behind. Pause. And that's pretty hyped up as well. And, of course, you see Sabine, and we get the official announcement that Natasha is going to play Sabine. Super cool, right? But many of us were looking forward to and hoping for an announcement about Thrawn or an announcement about Ezra. Okay? And I will share just a little bit of inside baseball here. Take this with a grain of salt. I have heard that Thrawn and Ezra, there was definitely a time when it was going to be Lars, and there was definitely a time when it was going to be Mina, and I just don't feel like that's going to happen anymore. And I'm confused. I'm sure many of you are confused as well. I'm trying to figure out why. I don't know why. I think it had to do with maybe some testing, and maybe they just didn't test well or something like that. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I could speculate about it. I don't know why. But I will tell you that I feel pretty strongly now that Mina Masound will not be Ezra, and that Lars Mikkelsen will not be Thrawn. And I wonder if a lack of announcement about those two characters has something to do with the casting. And I'm starting to think you might not even get those two actors predominantly in the Ahsoka show. At least not in the first season. So Ahsoka might do this thing where it's like, we're trying to find Ezra, we're trying to find Thrawn, and that's sort of the MacGuffin or the thing that's sort of driving all the narrative. And then maybe at the end of season 1, you get a tease or something like that. Right? So, not really sure what's going on with that. But I do think Ahsoka is going to be a straight fire show. And I am really excited for the Ahsoka show. Yeah, so there you go. That's Sabine right there in live action looking at the mural. That's her, you know? Now, this might be my favorite announcement coming out of Star Wars Celebration. You know, I was having a mental breakdown basically on Saturday. Shout out to everybody that was there. I was having a mental breakdown, and Babu Frick being in The Mandalorian Season 3 was like a stress ball, like a rosary, like something. It helped me cope. It helped me see the light. It really did. It really did. And so, look, Star Wars, pretty uneven. I'm still really not pleased with a lot of what's going on at Lucasfilm. But in this dark, dark forest of disappointment and frustration, there is a light. And his name is Babu Frick. I'm pretty excited, man. Babu Frick. That's gonna be sick. So let's kind of keep going here. Anthology animated shorts, each story featuring Jedi from the prequel era, the Tales of the Jedi. That's sort of the official tagline for it. And this will come out in fall of 2022 as well. So, like, again, and this is kind of what I said before, where I'm like, dude, like, without Dave, like, what the fuck are we even doing here without Dave Filoni, honestly? And his two projects, the animated projects, that are supposed to be coming out this fall, Tales of the Jedi and Bad Batch Season 2, I am literally more excited for those two projects. Let's just say I'm really excited. Let's just say I'm really excited for it, and I'm very grateful that those two projects are slated to be coming out later this year, because there's some other stuff that's not that cool, right? Let's see here. Learn the origins of Ahsoka. I'm excited. I want to know more. Here's a leaked image of Huang in Ahsoka. Another one of these crazy droids. And again, the music and the vibe for that trailer, so cool. Chopper joins Ahsoka. I thought that was pretty cool. He comes out there on stage. Seems pretty chill. This was cool. Rick is now an executive producer on The Mandalorian. I think that's great. I think Rick is very talented, and he's really embraced this whole world. So very excited, very happy about that. This was pretty hyped up, dude. This was pretty hyped up. The Jedi Survivor official teaser. A lot of questions about this. Who is this Powan? How did these game developers create a more accurate Powan than Deborah Chow and everybody involved in Kenobi? Who's the person in the Bacta? Who is he fighting? A lot of fun, interesting stuff going on there. I am pretty excited for this game, man. Did they say when it releases? Chat, help me out. Did they say when this releases? Is this coming out later this year or not? 2023. Okay, cool. All right. This, to me, super big non-story, but still cool. Bryce is directing an episode in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Why wouldn't she? Young Jedi Adventures. Kind of interesting. A little something for the younglings. This is going to be on Disney Plus and Disney Junior in spring 2023. So, I mean, that you can definitely assume that's for the young kids, you know, but that's cool. I got a young one on the way, so maybe, like, he'll be down with the Young Jedi Adventures. I'm open to it. You know what I mean? I'm open to it. This is pretty interesting here, guys. This might not seem like a super big deal to many of you, but it shows a change in course for Batuu. I saw some theme park people freaking out about this. I saw some theme park people really excited about this. But for a long, long time, Batuu had attempted to be really singularly connected to canon and not have things from the past, you know, like Darth Vader, like Yoda, you know, not at least not as much as the new stuff. It was supposed to be an in canon, present timeline situation in Batuu. And for the first time, they're going to sort of break that, and you're going to see Fennec Shand and Boba Fett hanging out in the Star Wars park. Now, there's also word that, like, Grogu's coming, and some of these other characters from the Mando timeline are coming. I would personally think there's one of two things that they could be doing. They could be setting Batuu into more of that timeline, you know, the Mando timeline, or they're abandoning this concept of, like, making it all connected for the canon, which I would just do that, dude. Like, I really don't care. You know, like, I really don't care about, does Batuu feel like this organic, lived-in, current timeline shit? Like, nah. First of all, Kylo's dead. You know what I mean? So why is Kylo even there? It doesn't make any sense. Just allow all of the different characters to show up. Put all the fun Star Wars characters in there. You tell me people don't want to go meet Luke Skywalker in his prime? Come on, man. So I'm hoping that they just kind of do away with the old strategy of Batuu and just throw all the fun Star Wars stuff in there. I think that would be great. You know, so is Kylo dead? I mean, I would say so, yeah. I would say he's dead. I would say he's gone. Now, let's talk about Mando Season 3, man. Let's talk about Mando Season 3. This trailer, which again, I'm kind of bitter that I really thought they would release this on Saturday or by the end of the week or something. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of still can't believe it's not been released. But let's just do a little bit of... let's do a little test here. Put a 1 into the chat if you have seen the leaked trailer. Let's just get a sense for that. You guys let me know. Have you seen the leaked trailer? Put a 1 into the chat if you have. Yeah, so we've all seen it. In a shitty cell phone footage. Trailer is awesome, dude. Trailer goes hard. Okay? They're obviously setting up Bo-Katan versus Mando. Man, that's going to be very cool, right? And they're sort of like playing up this whole idea of like who will actually rule Mandalore. What's the deal with Mandalore, you know? There's some stuff with Dr. Pershing, which I think is pretty sick. I would love to see more of that explained. And Pershing is our link to maybe Mount Tantus, maybe to all kinds of stuff that was going on with the Emperor, maybe Thrawn, right? And so that's pretty hyped up. I'm pretty excited for that. And I think generally speaking, Mando, probably the best thing. It's definitely the best thing live action that Star Wars has going on. You know, I think. And I think it's going to be an incredible third season. It seems like they're putting a lot of love into that show, man, you know? So I thought the trailer was excellent. And I'm very excited to see where all of this goes. By the way, the trailer does confirm a few of the different leaks that are out there. You know what I mean? So we kind of know where this is going. And it's going to be dope, dude. It's going to be dope. So pretty excited for that. Pretty excited for that. Let's see here. What else is going on? Skeleton Crew. That was pretty wild. We sort of talked about that as well on Saturday. Jude Law. A bunch of younglings. Kind of cool. They made it a point to say this was not a kids show, right? So the other one definitely is, right? The Young Jedi show. That's definitely a kid show. It's coming out on Disney Kids something or other, right? This show with Jude Law is supposed to not be a kids show. So we'll see. You know what I mean? That seems cool. Skeleton Crew. What is Skeleton Crew? We know very little about it. I mean, it's John Watts. That's awesome. Jon Favreau. That's awesome. Jude Law. That's awesome. Other than that, we don't really know. You know what I mean? We don't really know. Is Jude Law Thrawn? I highly doubt that. That would be cool, though. But I highly doubt that. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if there's... Oh, the Andor teaser. Dude, the Andor teaser goes hard. I'll be honest with you. The Andor teaser goes hard. I thought the trailer was sick. A lot of fun stuff teased. I keep telling you, I think Andor is going to be a great show. The one thing that was weird for me, though, was like, where's the aliens? Didn't it seem like there was a serious lack of aliens in this trailer? Like, is there any aliens in this trailer? You know what I mean? So, yeah. People were talking about Ahsoka and her Leku. They're looking a little longer, more like what you would expect. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of all the really big announcements, right? So overall, man, like I'll just say like overall, again, I'm super disappointed there were no movie announcements. I don't get it. And, I'm not going to like linger on it forever. I'm not going to hold it against them forever. And I do think it's fair that, yeah, the Pandy obviously changed a lot of stuff and made it more difficult. But I also think they took their break before that. And it's crazy to me that they don't have a plan. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me that they don't have a plan. We technically got more information about Star Wars' plan from the Vanity Fair article that came out weeks before than we did at Celebration this year. I'm disappointed in that. Mando Season 3, gonna be dope. Looks awesome, dude. Looks freaking amazing. Andor, gonna be sick. Looks awesome. Okay? Tales of the Jedi coming out later this year? Hell yes. Young Dooku? I'm all in. Young Qui-Gon? I'm all in, dude. Are you kidding me? That shit's hype. Bad Batch Season 2? Excellent. Straight fire. Okay? Mando Season 3. Let's get it. Ahsoka. Amazing. Skeleton Crew. I don't know. Probably cool. Season 2 of Andor. Probably going to be sick. Right? So there's a lot of stuff to get excited about. Visions, more Visions, I'm down. More Star Wars anime, I'm down. I feel like overall as a Star Wars fan, there is enough that was announced here. And a lot of stuff, actually. A lot of fun stuff that was announced. I'm excited, dude. There's a lot of stuff to get hyped up for, okay? It's a weird mixed bag, as I think we should just probably expect from Lucasfilm at this point. But there's plenty of fun Star Wars content coming out in the next couple of years. There's another celebration next year in London. Maybe they'll have movie stuff to talk about then. That would be nice. And yeah, overall, I would probably just say I would give it like an 8 out of 10 overall for Celebration. But as a Star Wars fan, especially after Sunday, I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I'm disappointed with what I'm disappointed in. I'm baffled by some of the decisions that were made. But overall, pretty excited. Overall, pretty excited. So, look, man. We got Junji in Bad Batch Season 2. We got Babu Frick in Mando Season 3. There are at least some people over there that know how to give us the goods, that know how to deliver the juice for us. You know? And, you know, we could talk a little bit about Kenobi as well. I feel like we'll probably get into that a lot tonight on Nerd Theory. Like, we'll go over some of the announcements and some of the things that we're most excited for. And I think we will talk about Kenobi tonight on Nerd Theory. I guess briefly, you know, I did a big video talking about episode 1 and episode 2. And overall, like, I'm good. I'm good with what we've got. I like it. There's some gripes I have here and there. You know what I mean? It's not a masterpiece. It's not a perfect show. But overall, dope. And a lot of fun Star Wars stuff. A lot of fun stuff in there, man. Stuff that warmed my heart. You know what I mean? Stuff that kind of reminded me why I love Star Wars. So I think overall, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Now, I wanted to show you. Because I think it's so damn cool. We got the Star Wars Celebration Luke Skywalker's 2022 Galactic Convention exclusives. And we've got 4 of these babies. And we're going to give one away tomorrow on tomorrow's morning stream as we get excited for the next episode of Kenobi. Oh, yeah. And we're going to give one away each week as we move towards the finale. Also have a lot of other fun swag for you guys as well. So, these are cool, bro. These are cool. And so, look, I'm here. I'm here, Star Wars. I'm here. And yes, I still love you, Star Wars. Why do you gotta make it so hard? But I do love you. But I do love you. Okay, let's get into some Q&A, man. I'll do some Q&A, and then maybe I'll give Mike a call after Q&A just to kind of check in, see how Celebration was, how everybody's feeling, etc., etc. Yeah, let's get into some Q's and the A's. Q's and the A's. How does that sound? How does that sound to you all? Oh, and also, total side note, I've been playing Marvel Snap. You know, some of you guys know what that is. I've been talking about it a little bit. Marvel Snap is in a ton of fun. So I'll probably play some tomorrow on stream. I might even do a whole stream where I'm just playing Marvel Snap because it is so dope, bro. That shit is fun, bro. If you're not familiar with it, go look it up. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, I'm a Babu Frick. Yes, Jaren, incredible line. One of the best lines in all of Star Wars. Hello, I am C-3PO, human-cyborg relations, you know? And then I also love the part where he says, this Babu Frick, he's one of my oldest friends, because he doesn't have any friends, and he just... Yeah, Babu Frick's awesome, dude. I'm excited. Crypto, again, welcome to the Nerd Ventures. Nick says, Josh, did you hear about the pirates who hijacked the Funko ship container of Luke Skywalker Funko sodas? What? No. Is this real? Or am I getting trolled right now? Hey, is this real? Hey, you let me know. Is this real? Pirates hijacked a Funko ship container of Luke Skywalker Funko sodas. What the hell's a... First of all, what the hell's a Funko Luke Skywalker soda? What is that? The hell's that? That's weird. Okay. Dig a Pig says, after Kenobi, I'm out. Going to cancel my Disney Plus membership. They have nothing creative to offer, and it's only going to get more woke and sequel era. How to approach such a comment? Okay, a couple of things. First of all, of course, that is absolutely your right. And if you're really bothered by a lot of the stuff that's going on in Star Wars, then you're well within your rights to stop watching it, you know. Show your frustrations by canceling your Disney Plus or whatever. Totally your right. I will tell you, I like Kenobi. I think it's a good show. I definitely think there are some things in question I think a lot of people are going to be bothered with. One, of course, is Reva, right? And I'm thinking about making a whole video on Reva because I'm a masochist, and I want the pain of trying to give a nuanced take on Reva. So I'm thinking about doing that. But I'll just tell you this, man. I'm not where you're at. Okay? I'm not where you are personally at. And I also think it's kind of unfortunate that the discourse around Star Wars has gotten so culture war-y. Because, like, when you say shit like what you just said, you just get a ton of other people to just completely check out. You know what I mean? Like, just completely check out and not really take what you're saying seriously. I think there's some truth in what you're saying. And maybe it's not your concern. Maybe you don't care to be nuanced. Maybe you don't care to actually have a conversation. But I think it's kind of unfortunate that Star Wars discourse has become so... I don't even know what the word for it is, bro. Like, there's something there. but the way people go about talking about it is so gross, in my opinion. It's like it's not chill. Ross says, KK talking movies and media, but not on stage is whack. Yeah, for sure. But the only reason she actually talked about that stuff was because she was pressed. So she was pressed by journalists. And if she wasn't, we would have got literally nothing. We would have got nothing about the movies, which we kind of did anyway. You know, we kind of did get nothing, you know? But yeah, I just think it's crazy, man. Like, she didn't even have a good plan on how to approach those questions. Like, if you look at the way she answered the question about Taika's movie, it's so non-committal and wishy-washy that, like, a legit better answer is, we're actually not ready to talk about that yet, but I can't wait to share those details. That's it. How hard is it to say some shit like that? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm pretty frustrated. I'm pretty much done with KK. King Roman says, I was really hoping for an Avatar/Star Wars every other holiday season for the next decade. Looks like that's not happening. I mean, it could happen. It absolutely could happen. But I don't feel confident that it will, coming out of a fucking convention. That's all supposed to be all about that brand, right? Which is weird to me. It's weird to me. Endroscopic says, I love you, Jared. I love all your Willow Theory videos. Can somebody check on him? Can somebody check on him? Just, is he okay? Just, yeah. Jay says, with a $5 holla, I'm pretty sure I got an email from the Star Wars Celebration saying I could pay and stream the panel at home if I were not to make it. Brother, I don't have, like, what do you want me to do with that? You're pretty sure you got an email? You sound like fucking KK. Is this Kathleen Kennedy's sock puppet account? What are you saying? Come correct or don't come at all. Michael with a $2 holla and no message. Thank you for that. SMB Moosty says with a $5 holla, Star Wars fans telling saying Reva purposely annoying so Vader can kill her is mother loving, love a mother insane. It's me. I'm a Star Wars fan. Now I'm questioning myself. Did I have a seizure earlier? Because the past couple of super chats, I've had a lot of difficulty wrapping my head around what's going on. Can you guys check on me? Can you guys check on me, please? Because I'm not sure, dude. Moosty, much love, brother. I don't really know what you're even trying to say there, my guy. But much love, either way. Jensen says, did you see Visions Volume 2 has different animation style from around the world? I did not see that. What does that mean? So it's not going to be purely anime? What? That's weird. Is that what you're referring to? I had not seen that. But thanks, man. Michael says, genuinely upset that the panels weren't on stream. Me too. Me too. I think it's pretty much bullshit. I think it's pretty much bullshit, man. You know what I mean? And by the way, I don't think it's toxic to have that opinion. I don't think it's toxic to vocalize that opinion. How is Star Wars supposed to know that they're pissing off a lot of people if we don't let them know that some of the things they're doing are pissing us off? You feel me? Elijah says with a $10 holla, I would have written all the Inquisitors being united in the hunt, and Reva just shows more prowess without being rude. This way, Reva could have still been a standout without having to be annoying. Yeah. So I have so many different thoughts about this, and I think we're going to talk a lot about it on Nerd Theory, right? But the problem for me is not Reva specifically. She's actually not bad. I think the acting, the performance, good. I know some of you guys are like, oh, it's so cringy. Oh, I don't like her acting. I mean, at some point, this is sort of subjective. So I know a lot of people had a problem with young Leia. I didn't. I thought young Leia was great. The chase scene was whack. And Reva is... The reason Reva feels like an inorganic part of the story is not her. It's the things that are written around her. Like the Inquisitors not being ruthless and wanting to stop her from being ruthless. That's stupid. You know what I mean? The fact that she knows about Anakin Skywalker and she's the one to deliver it to Kenobi. Stupid. The fact that she stabs the Grand Inquisitor, who, by the way, did you guys know he has 2 stomachs? You know, just let's just see. Are you guys? Do you even know things? Do you even know things? Put a 1 into the chat if you know that they have 2 stomachs. You don't even know things. Did you know that? Yeah, they've got 2 stomachs. So when he was stabbed through the fucking chest with a lightsaber, he can still digest his chicken wings that he's going to have later, I guess. Yeah, Reva not good. But not necessarily because of her. Not necessarily because of the actress. It's because it's so obvious that they're trying to elevate this character. That they want you to know how badass she is. By making all the other Inquisitors look stupid. I hate it. I hate it. The Inquisitors, who I love, they're not good in the show. They're the worst part of the Kenobi show, in my opinion. So, Superfry 401 with a $20 holla, very generous man, says hyped for Tales of the Jedi and Bad Batch. Filoni said on Star Wars Celebration Live before he left the stage, "You don't want to know about Thrawn or Ezra." The crowd went nuts, and then he paused and proceeded to say they are far, far away. Far, far away. Yeah, so this kind of ties into my thoughts on that, man. Like, look, I mean, who am I? I'm just some dude, right? But what I heard was at one time, yeah, it was going to be Lars, it was going to be Mina, and all of a sudden, that ain't it anymore. Like, Mina has not gotten the job. Could he get the job? Maybe. Could somebody else get the job? Probably. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But it does kind of seem like Ezra and Thrawn are going to be teased out. Not really a big part of Ahsoka, at least not season 1. So, appreciate that, though, man. That is a nice update. Thank you so much. A guy who loves Star Wars says, "Hey, Josh, it's Mike. Off topic, but what commander do you use? Also, so hyped for the future of Star Wars. We are in good hands now. I hope. Much love." I'm excited for the future of Star Wars as well, because eventually there will come a time where Kathleen Kennedy will no longer be in charge. So unless they, like, Darth Vader her and, like, put prosthetics and, like, you know, channel things and all this, that, second, and the third, there will eventually come a time where she steps down. So in a future where she is no longer running things, yes, I, too, am quite excited for that future of Star Wars. Off topic, but what computer do I use? So I use a HP Omen with a bunch of little upgrades on it. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Thank you for that. Proxy says, oh, where are you at? Wait, hey, Proxy, where'd you go? Proxy says with a $10 holla, thank you, brother, says, Kenobi and Jedi Survivor happen at the same time in the timeline. That's true. And it looks like Cal is on Mount Tantus in the trailer. Whoever that clone is will be huge. Yeah, so, again, we don't want to, like, talk spoilers for Kenobi, but there is a very good chance that you will see some stuff on Jabim towards the end of the show that could align with stuff going on in the Jedi Survivor game. And I think that would be sick. I think that would be really cool. I'm down. What's good, says Pizza Kenobi Watch Party. Yes. Mandalore, look at that beautiful bald me, says, heard Liam Neeson will voice Qui-Gon. # shave that dome. Yeah, he will voice Qui-Gon. And that's cool. Purple Funk says, bruh, Mando Season 3 and Ant-Man 3 in February 23. Hype. Babu for life. Oh, man, I'm already working on my Babu Frick designs. I can't wait. Babu Frick to the moon. You know? But yeah, no, next year's going to be dope, bro. There's going to be so much fun. I mean, as a nerd, it's hard to, like, I'll never not be the way I am about Star Wars, okay? Because I just am that way. I have a high bar, bro. I love Star Wars. I love it. You know? And so I know that, like, on Thursday, I was a little bit toxic on Twitter. I was definitely toxic when Lucasfilm was like, hey, we're going to release Kenobi early, and here's your notice. I was feeling pretty fucking toxic about that. I was very toxic about the fact that the panels weren't streamed. I was very toxic that they haven't released the trailers, etc., etc. Look, I'm just a big old thing of toxicity over here, okay? But at the same time, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff that was announced that I'm very excited for. I'm very happy about a lot of this stuff. And so it's a hard one. It's a tough one as a fan. I feel like Star Wars, you did enough. You did enough at Celebration. I am satisfied while also still feeling the way I feel about where I think you fucked up. Is that fair? Is that okay? Is that okay? Put a 1 under the chat if you think that's okay. Endoscopic says, we are in his head, boys. Keep pushing. Brief Cargo says, say Babu Frick. Babu Frick. Yes, Misa Babu Frick. Yeah. Yeah. Thomas Clark says, no, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Jack him up against the wall on his way out. What's Good says, own Leia acting real good. Felt nice. They got that right. Okay. Right on. Jake says with a $10 holla, very generous man, says, by the way, I think the coolest sound effect in Hollywood is whenever Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet. Like that deep futuristic rising sound is dope. It is cool. I like that sound a lot, actually. Yes. But I go lightsabers. Lightsabers greater than, as far as I'm concerned, any other pop culture thing. The sounds, the look, it's the best. Ivan with a $5 holla says, it was said during an interview with Lucasfilm, our mine group, they will use studio from a number of different countries. Wow. Okay, right on. Hey, look, I'm down. I mean, I wish it was kind of just anime, if I'm being honest with you, but I'm down. I'm cool with it. Pretty Nikki says with a $10 holla, just support, take my money. Hey, appreciate you. Nikki, it's always good to see you in the tower. Much love. The real Jesse Lee Reed with a $5 holla says, Hajj Istri. Con man pretending to be Jedi, or Jedi pretending to be a con man? Who is Haja? Are you talking about the guy? Oh, I can't answer that. If you're talking about Kumail's character, right? Yeah, I can't answer that. That's spoilers. That's spoilers, my friend. Haja. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah. Thought it was cool. Okay, should we check in with Mike? Haja. Let's check in with Mike. Oh, that's awesome, man. Look at all that fun stuff. There's Fernie. Oh, shit, that's awesome, bro. Hey, look at that beautiful group of nerd Vengers right there. That's awesome. How do I get this? Bum, 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 bum. Looks like there's a smear on the lens. I'm just going to go ahead and say that Trinity just smeared all over the lens. That's what I'm going to say happened. Hey! Okay, I want to pull this up, and I'm going to give Jedi Mike a call, too. What the hell? Look at this beautiful group of nerd Vengers here. You love to see it. This is Fernie over here, by the way. Fernie's on the right. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's give Jedi Mike a call. Pause the music. Yeah. Mike, I'm calling you right now. Mike!
Hello, can you hear me?
I got you, my friend. How are you?
I am great. It is a tired day of recovery, but it is so hype, as you can see from the pictures, yo.
Yeah, very fun, man. That seems like you guys had a great time, huh?
Yeah, we want to be super grateful for your Nerdcorn drop and give you the whole breakdown of the Nerdcoin store. So I put the prizes up there, too.
Yeah.
So we had, 6 or 8. We had a couple Nerdvengers that couldn't make it down all the way to our end of downtown Disney because they were at the convention. So Julian, Castroida, and Sheev from Vader's Lair, they were there, man, in spirit, but they didn't quite make it down. But we had Trinity. You saw pictures of Obi-Wan Dahomey.
Yep.
Skylar Borges was there. So, yeah, man, we had a Han and Greedo salt and pepper shaker Funko Pop. You can pull that up and show people.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Trinity got a mini pop child thing and a Fennec Shan keychain. Obi-Wan got the Moff Gideon keychain and the child with the cup mini. And then Skylar got the Luke keychain. I'm sorry, they all got the salt and pepper shaker, man.
Nice.
Fernie, you saw the picture. He was holding up the salt and pepper shaker if you want to show that off. And, yeah, man, just shout out to Vader's Lair and all the Bad Batch 2 hype that you have. Because, man, that was quite a time with that Bad Batch Season 1. And you know what? With the Prime Vengers, you do a lot and you help us out. So between the Nerdcoin and the Prime Venging, man, a lot went on.
That's awesome, dude. I'm excited. I'm happy that you guys had so much fun, man. I'm looking forward to I don't know how many of us will be able to go to London next year, but next year we should be able to do some more meetups just in general at like some cons, whether or not it's celebration or whatnot, but just to kind of like hang out, have some more fun giveaways and just kind of nerd out together. I think it's going to be sick.
Well, and then anyone that's in, like you and me and Lisa or Santa, and that's into prayer, dude, I've already been praying that 2024 celebration doesn't go to Anaheim, but somehow the city of Pasadena can hold it down here because we do the Rose Bowl. So we have tons of fans and tons of people, but whatever, man. Yeah, 2024, if it's back in the U.S., I'm looking forward to saving money for hashtag Secret Wars Nerdvenging meetup.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge.
The main thing, it's not about ego. It's about Nerdvenging in these streets. And now you hear the Tex Vengers are meeting up.
Yeah.
Mike Porter and people and you guys have set the precedent for this. So that's all, man. We're just keeping it simple and we're happy that we can do this.
That's awesome, man. I love it. And I really appreciate you doing it and just organizing it and just carrying the flame of the community. And it's good shit, bro. Very much excited. It was very fun to... It was awesome to just chat with you on Saturday, too. It actually helped me set the tone for the whole stream because, like, you and Trinity were just, very positive and having good vibes. And so it kept me very level throughout the stream. So I appreciate that, too.
Well, that's a nice, honest thing for sure. Trinity and I definitely were easy on the takes because we kind of didn't want to rock the boat. He's got some other thoughts, and you guys can check him out. Dude, Myrtle... from Second Street Live showed up at the after party, and so we don't talk about Nerdvenging at the after party at the meetup in Vegas, and there's some things at the Disneyland after party what we won't talk about, but the lightsabering and the Kenobi talk and then all the other nerdy stuff, right? Because I don't know if you and Lisa finished Stranger Things, but it's fire and it's just a good time, like you said, for nerds. So finish up the stream and have a good day, and I'll see you at the Nerdvenging member thing.
Sounds good, brother. I'll see you at 1.
All right.
Take care, man. Yeah, super cool, man. I just wish that I could have gone, and I can't wait till we can all kind of do this together because it seems like y'all had a real good time. And I got to be honest, I'd love to party with Myrtle. Myrtle seems like a wild bull, so that would be pretty freaking fun. So shout outs to the Nerdvenger, shout outs to Mike, shout outs to Trinity, shout outs to everybody that did that. And soon, we shall Nerdvenge together. Soon, we shall. Son Goku says here, Josh, my guy, you conceded, you you conceded of the lack of prequel music so far. I think you're talking about, like, am I concerned? I was expecting Vader theme at the end for his reveal. Are they saving it for later episodes? Love you. I'm not really bothered by it. I thought the music was well handled. A lot of good stuff. And I think that the strongest part of the episode, of either of the Kenobi episodes, is the end of episode 2. When he reaches out for Anakin. And honestly, like, this is, hey, look, it's just me, right? This is just my opinion. But all the stuff that's going on, maybe potentially with characters we're not that fond of or whatever, right? And the Inquisitor stuff does bug me. But it's all about Vader and Anakin. And if that, or Vader and Kenobi. And if that Vader Kenobi stuff is straight fire, which I think it will be, like, I just don't see how we can walk away from Kenobi not being satisfied. Definitely not perfect. Definitely some weird stuff at play. But overall, I think it's going to be straight fire, dude. And I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the show. So I'm very grateful that the show exists and that it's as good as it is. Of course I want more, because I'm a selfish nerd. Of course I want more. But I'm satisfied as well. Leadum says, do you think Star Wars prefers making shows over movies now because of Mando love and sequel/solo hate? Take my money. Sure. I wonder, I bet they do love doing Disney Plus a little bit more. Absolutely. And I like what we're getting mostly on Disney Plus. But I mean, Star Wars, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like you need Star Wars movies, you know? And beyond Star Wars movies, I actually think you can't just, I don't really want, like, just one-off movies. You know, it's just me. Like, I don't want that. I actually want Star Wars movies that feel really important. I would love another trilogy. You know, if it's a sequel trilogy, you know, I'm fine with that. Some of you guys are like, "Wah," you know. If it goes way past it, I'm fine with that. So, yeah, it's very possible that they feel more comfortable in their Disney Plus pool. And frankly, like, so far, I would say that most of the Star Wars shows, and we don't really have a ton of them, right? But the Star Wars shows are literally of a higher caliber than the Marvel shows. You know, it's almost like I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Like, the Marvel shows feel really ancillary. But the Marvel movies are straight fucking fire, dude. You know? And I just wish Star Wars had, like, a little bit of both, right? So, it is what it is. What else is going on? What else is going on out there? I got like 5-10 more minutes, guys. I could smell the burgers. Elisa's making burgers for lunch. We went out yesterday. We got a whole bunch of stuff set up. Whoo! I'm in, and I'm feeling good. So what else is going on? Any other takes? Any other comments, concerns, questions? What else is the deal? So let me just ask, okay? Did a bunch of pirates go and steal the ship that had all this? Like, are these now worth $1 million each because of the pirates? That's what I'm wondering. Is this now... Should I not give these away now? Are they now all for me? Is this now mine? Funko sodas. What is a Funko soda? What does that even mean? Oh, yes. And yeah, we don't have to talk about Rogue Squadron. Those look a little heavy, Josh. Can I take them off your hands? Oh, we'll see. Blind box? Google it. Okay, well, you know, that's fair, actually. I'm still upset that you said it, but that's fair. The hell is this? Okay. Well, I mean, I looked it up. They look okay. They look okay. Yeah. They look all right. So, anyway, yeah. This celebration was straight fire, says Andre. Hey, look, I'm glad you feel that way. I think it was a success. Josh, is a hot dog a sandwich? No, it's a hot dog. It's its own unique thing. My wife knows next to nothing of Star Wars, and Reva annoys her. Should we go to Pole Town about Reva? Should we go to Pole Town about Reva? Do you like the Reva character? Boom. Here we go. Pole Town. Pole Town, USA. Is cereal soup. Yes. Yeah, let's see. I just want to know. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, since child actors are usually meh, big shout out to the girl playing young Leia. What an amazing and talented young actress. I actually agree with that, but I'll tell you, I'm actually pretty shocked at how many people did not like Leia. There were a lot of people that did not like Leia. So, your mileage may vary. What's Good said, who's Chet? Chet is the producer of the show. He helps me out a lot, helps me with, the different aspects of doing this live stream. He is unfortunately one of the most hideous human beings that you've ever seen. Like, horrifying. Like Deadpool if he wasn't Ryan Reynolds. Like it's bad. So we don't show him on screen. We've done tests behind the scenes, and it will cause a lot of vomiting, and look, he knows it too. So he's not even mad about it. He gets it. And he's very lucky to have this job. We pay him about $25 a day. $25 a day. And I know what you're thinking, but what about inflation? What about who gives a shit? So, that's Chet. That's who he is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Please do the fifth brother voice. Reva! Yeah, that shit was stupid. So 60% of people say they do not like the Reva character. But that means 40% do. You know what I mean? So. Yes, I'm a Babu Chet. Have I heard about the animated MTG series? Oh, yeah, bro. I'm hyped on it. Aren't the Russo brothers involved in that or something? Hot take, but I love Reva. I think she's exactly who she needs to be for the sake of the story. Her need to please Vader and capture Kenobi makes so much sense and services the story really well. Yeah, so I'll tell you, I don't dislike Reva as much as I think a lot of people do. I'm still waiting to see because we're 2 episodes in. We need more of an explanation. It's not really Reva I have a problem with. It's the characters around Reva, and I'm just so disappointed in what they did with the Inquisitors. But yeah, Reva's not bad. I actually think that the performance is great. She's very physical. I like the physicality of her performance. I think she's cool. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily have a problem with her, but I reserve the right to shit all over her character if what I think is going to happen is going to happen. So, we'll see. I don't think she's trying to please Vader. She's been hunting him since Order 66 to kill him. It's going to not go well for her, though. I mean, that's interesting. I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it. Mm-hmm. I still contest that there's a B-plot involving a love triangle between Reva, Darth Vader, and Kenobi. A forced threesome. A forced threesome. I'm into it. If the character is annoying the other characters and you, it's a well-done character, in my opinion. I think that can be true. Like Miss Marvel, I think that, to me, Carol is sort of a snarky, unlikable bitch in the comics. And so, therefore, I feel like the performance of Brie Larson is actually spot on. Because that's Carol from the comics. You know what I mean? So I think that can be the case. I think it's kind of yet to be determined with Reva. We still gotta find out. It's going to come out that Reva knew Kenobi and possibly could have been saved by him, and that's why she's angry with him. People need to chill and let the story play out. Oh, I agree. You need to let the story play out. But I also think that, like, it is absolutely fair to say that it is beyond obvious that they have elevated a brand new character to a level of import that is kind of, like, head-scratching. You know? And I don't think people that are bringing that up as something they're not, like, about, I don't think that's toxic. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's obvious. Like, you can say that the Inquisitor has 2 stomachs. I mean, for all I give a shit, you could tell me the Inquisitor has 6 stomachs. I don't care. They wrote into the script that a brand new Inquisitor character stabbed the Grand Inquisitor through the chest. They wrote that in the script. I mean, talk about a way of elevating this brand new character by taking a pre-established badass character and having her basically cuck him. You know? So maybe you're okay with that. I think it's trash. I'm not willing to say that the character's trash. I still have to see the rest of the show. But, yeah, there's a lot of aspects of Reva that I think are completely reasonable to be upset about. You know? Maybe you don't care. That's fine, too. You know? Yo, Josh, did you ever get to see my episode description on the Tales of the Jedi in Discord? Got to watch a celebration with the man himself, Dave Filoni. Julian, that is awesome. And no, I didn't see that, unfortunately. So I'll have to check it out, though. When do you think we'll see Qui-Gon Jinn? If we do see him, it'll be in episode 5. So, if we do. And I think we might. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I want to go eat some tasty burgers. We will have a Nerdventure stream today at 1 p.m. I do have to try to get a video out today as well. So, I don't know. We might go short today on the Nerdventure stream. We'll see, though. And we could chat it out. We could chat as a community, see how we all feel about this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, I don't know exactly what we'll be talking about on the morning stream, but we will be doing a giveaway for the Kenobi show. We will be doing a watch party, and I think it'll be at its regularly scheduled time for Kenobi Episode 3, and I think it's going to be straight fire. So look forward to that tomorrow. Much love to you all. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Huh? Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Yeah. Man. Star Wars. There's a lot of good, and there's a lot of frustration. I'm trying to do the best I can at being as positive as I can be. That's all I can do, and I hope you understand that every time I bite my lip or I hold my tongue, there is a rage fest about Kathleen Kennedy going on in my brain. A dark, swirling storm of toxicity, the likes of which has never been spewed on YouTube. And yet, we hold it back. And yet, we look to Dave Filoni. And we also open up our third eye and watch out for our brown eye. Okay, see you later.